Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoes.
Hi guys, welcome back to another beer review. First and foremost, want to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone. It's been over a week, I think, since I uploaded a video. I was in Mexico for Thanksgiving week with all my family, so had a family trip down there, had a blast. The only unfortunate part of the trip was I had brought my laptop and my camera and a bunch of my recording stuff down there. My brother-in-law and I brought some bottles to share, and we wanted to do some videos down there to kind of just do like fun, in Mexico videos. And my backpack, when we got off of our shuttle to our hotel, there was 12 of us, and in the middle of unloading everything, my backpack got left behind by accident. Immediately called the shuttle people and said, hey, there was a backpack that got left. Can we get it back as soon as we can? And the guy was like, oh yeah, I found a backpack. And came the next day, and it turned out that my nephew had forgot his backpack as well. So that was the one backpack that we got back. I didn't get mine back. So lost my laptop, lost my camera, lost a bunch of stuff. So it was a bummer. I don't know. I still feel kind of sick about it. I absolutely hate thieves. Losing stuff like that, it gives me a sick feeling knowing someone has my computer with all my stuff on it. But it is what it is. The biggest bummer, I had about 15 reviews on that computer that I hadn't uploaded yet, and they were of beers that were sent to me or I traded for, and it just sucks because I'll never be able to upload those. So there were beers from my buddy Matt that I had videos of. There was a couple beers that I got from DJ that I finally reviewed, and I hadn't had the time to upload them yet. I was kind of uploading videos daily. There was videos from my buddy Frank who sent some stuff, so it sucks that I lost those, and whatever. So when I got home, I had to go shopping, and I got a new camera and a new laptop and got my mics stuff all situated, so whatever. Not to put a damper on this video, but yeah, hopefully everyone had a good Thanksgiving. We had a great one. I'm actually getting ready to go over to my parents' house tonight, Saturday night, to have an actual formal Thanksgiving dinner since we didn't have one. So yeah, hope you guys had a good one. So back from Mexico, there is absolutely no good beer there. I love that place, had a blast, but the beer sucks. So I wanted to drink something super hoppy, and we're gonna do that. We are going to be checking out Citra Double IPA from Kern River Brewing in Kernville, California. This is a super hyped double IPA. It's actually, you have to win a lottery now to get this beer. So I think the last 4 lotteries I've tried and I've never won. Thankfully for me, this time around, my brother-in-law Lane got his hands on some bottles, so he gave me one. So Lane, thank you, sir, for making this happen. Yeah, I always say I don't look up beers beforehand. This beer is one of the most hyped West Coast beers. It used to be considered like a whale. I don't know if it is anymore. I know my buddy Nathan from Behind the Bar just reviewed his bottle. He did that when I was in Mexico. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but I'm going to watch that after I do this review, and I will link his video below. It's always fun to see how our notes compare. So yeah, this is 8%, I think. Yeah, 8% alcohol by volume. There's no date on this. This is probably 3 weeks old, somewhere around there. And it's brewed, I know it's called Citra, but it says on the label, there's a bunch of Citra, but they also dry hop with Amarillo. So I don't know why it's called Citra. If it's got Amarillo in it too, it's not just Citra, but it is what it is. So you guys know, if you've seen my other videos, for West Coast beer, Citra Showers is probably my favorite West Coast beer. And I've always wanted to, I would love to have that beer right now, just to have these side by side to see. But that beer I gave that beer a 100. So really looking forward to this. I don't think there's much else to say. Double IPA, 8%, Citra, it's a lottery beer. I hate that, by the way. I wish they'd make this more readily available. And I also hate that these caps are just that plain gold cap. Oh, whoa, I can smell that already. Only other beers I think I reviewed from Kern was Just Outstanding, which is a pretty good IPA. And then I've got one of their stouts in my fridge from 2 years ago that I've never reviewed. I need to open that and drink that. So yeah, really looking forward to this one. So Lane, thanks again for sending it. And I'm also looking forward to having something crazy hoppy, since I've been drinking shit beers in Mexico all week. So Let's check this one out. So that beer pours, I mean, there's still a little bit of a chill haze on it, but it's fairly clear. It's got a little bit of a haze to it. It actually looks awesome on camera. It's like a dark sort of tangerine color. It's not completely clear like most West Coast IPAs are. So there's about a half a finger of bright white head when we poured that. There's some little bubbles streaming up to the top of that, but it looks absolutely awesome in the glass for a West Coast IPA. So I could smell that when I opened it, and it smelled freaking amazing. So let's go ahead and shove our nose in it. Wow, that is just... I'm not a home brewer, but I would imagine if you had Citra hops in your hands and just rubbed them together and smelled them, that's what it would be. This is really, really intense. Just huge, like citrus and tropical fruit notes. There's oranges, there's mangoes, there's like even a peach note. But I'm noticing there's like a crazy like dank note underneath all that citrus and like the tropical fruits. It's like that green herbaceous basil note. And it's really, really coming through for me right now. This is, I mean, I let this sit out for a little bit. It's still kind of chilly, so. I was actually texting with Nathan, and he had told me to drink it kind of on the colder side. So I didn't let it sit out too long. It's not anywhere near the temperatures that I usually drink like treehouse beers at. But it is just jumping out of the glass. And that dank like basil note is amazing. I will say I might be kind of, I don't know what the right words are, but since I've been drinking basically piss water for 7 days, smelling this is like smelling the most pungent, crazy, hoppy, citrusy beer ever. It's incredible. It's like having my first treehouse beer again. But yeah, it's oranges, orange peel, tropical fruits, like mangoes, papaya. Like I said, there's like sweet like peaches in there, but there's that awesome like dank basil note underneath that. So this smells absolutely freaking killer. It smells a lot like Citra Showers did, but just more pungent. And again, that could be because I haven't smelled like a killer smelling beer in a long time. So, Lane, thank you, sir. Cheers. Whoa. Holy shit. That is absolutely crazy. It is so good to have like hoppy beers. Again, I'm telling you, Mexico, I love you, but your beer game is fucking horrible. This is just straight up huge tropical fruits and citrus, just like exploding. It's nuts. It's oranges, it's orange peel. It's got like a nice bitterness, but it's not crazy like overpowering bitter like most of the West Coast double IPAs are. This is crazy balanced for 8%. There is a nice like sweet finish. I don't know if it's the malts or if it's just like sweet tropical fruits on the finish. But this is just like a citrus tropical fruit bomb. This is insane. Yeah, it's oranges, it's tangerines. It's like, yeah, like papaya or pineapple, peaches. All those crazy sweet tropical fruits. As this kind of warms more, I'm getting more of that like dank kind of middle of the mouth. It's like it's like it's basil. It kind of reminds me of green from Treehouse. It's dank, it's resinous, it's herbaceous. It's a little bit like kind of to that piney kind of grassy thing, but then it just finishes sweet again. Finish is really, really dry for me, and that's typical for me. Like for West Coast beers, I get that out of those. But this is insane. Like, I can see why people, I don't know if they're still going nuts over this, but I mean, this beer for me has always been super hyped. I mean, when I reviewed Citra Showers, everyone's like, you need to try Kern Citra. And I can see why. This beer's amazing. I mean, as far as West Coast beers go, this is probably, I mean, for me, this and Citra Showers are the two best beers there are out here. This is insane. This is awesome. Mouth feels like it's medium. It's not like quite full or creamy like those East Coast IPAs, but it's not thin. And a lot of times West Coast beers, you get like that thin kind of, not watery, but they're usually on the thinner side, super dank. This is really, really balanced. I love this. This is amazing. This is probably the best West Coast beer I've had this year. This is better than Citra Showers, I think. It's more balanced. Citra Showers, It was crazy, like citrus. But I think it kind of, I'd have to go back and look. I think it finished really, really sweet. I can't remember. But I'm not going to complain about the beer. That beer was amazing. This is killer. It's incredible. I think this is, I mean, as far as West Coast beers, this is perfect. I wouldn't change anything about this. It is just so pungent, so citrusy, so tropical fruity. And then that dank, like, herbaceous thing, middle of the mouth. You get a nice pop of bitterness. Finishes dry. It's clean. It's crisp. It's balanced. You don't smell 8%. You don't taste it. This is, I mean, the hype is real, kids. We're doing it. It's Hunnits. And like I said, I might be influenced from drinking shit like Modelo Light the last couple days, which basically tastes like a dude was pissing in a can. But this is insane, amazing, crazy. The hype is real. Lane, thanks so much for sending this. So, yeah, there's not much more to say. I could just go on and on. We're already at 11 minutes, but I apologize for the long video. Just wanted to let you guys know what was going on before we started. But yeah, Citra from Kern. It's a 100. 100 out of 100. Best West Coast beer I've had this year as far as hoppy beers go. So if you guys have a chance to get your hands on it, definitely trade for it. Like I said, it's about 3 weeks old right now. It's drinking perfect. So awesome stuff. Yeah, I'm out of here. As always, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you later.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse, who I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.